Imagine this. You're an archaeologist in Egypt, dusting off the remnants of a civilization that's been dead for thousands of years. You've got your trusty trowel in one hand and a dream of uncovering something spectacular. Then, bam, you hit the jackpot. You've just unearthed 52 mummies from the Ptolemaic era, and among them, you find a dozen with golden tongues. Yes, you heard that right. Golden tongues. It's like a scene from an Indiana Jones movie, minus the boulder chasing you down a narrow corridor. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate what this discovery really means. First off, these mummies are over 2,000 years old, dating back to a time when ancient Egyptians were more concerned with the afterlife than with, say, Netflix and chill. And what did they do to ensure a smooth transition to the great beyond? They gave these mummies golden tongues. Because apparently, in the afterlife, communication is key. Who knew that when you die, you might need to have a chat with Osiris about your life choices? But why golden tongues? Well, the ancient Egyptians believed that these golden amulets would help the deceased speak in the afterlife. It's like a VIP pass to the afterlife's most exclusive conversations. Can you imagine? Hey, is that a golden tongue I see? You must be important. It's a whole new level of status symbol. Forget designer bags. We're talking about bling for your insides. And let's not overlook the fact that these golden tongues are incredibly rare. Why? Because, let's face it, ancient tomb raiders had a thing for looting. They were like the original treasure hunters, but instead of using metal detectors, they just used their hands, and a complete disregard for historical preservation. So finding these golden tongues is like finding a unicorn in a field of horses. You can't help but wonder how many more treasures are hidden beneath the sands, waiting for someone to dig them up. In addition to the golden tongues, this excavation has revealed a treasure trove of artifacts that really paint a picture of what life and death was like back in the day. We've got colorful inscriptions, ritual texts, and an array of amulets that would make any collector green with envy. And if that's not enough, the archaeologists also found 4 intact limestone sarcophagi. Now, that's what I call a solid housing market. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in a sarcophagus? Talk about a cozy little tomb. But wait, there's more. One mummy had a scarab placed over its heart, uniquely folded into the wrappings. A scarab? That's like having a personal bodyguard for your heart in the afterlife. Don't worry, I've got you covered. It's a little extra security for your soul, just in case you run into some shady characters on your journey to the afterlife. Now, let's talk about the communal aspect of this burial site. The mummies were arranged in close proximity within the tomb's chambers, suggesting that these individuals were likely part of a community. It's like a little neighborhood of the dead. Can you imagine the conversations that would happen if these mummies could talk? Hey, how's it going in the afterlife? Did you check out that new cloud formation? This discovery is not just about the mummies themselves. It's a window into the communal burials of the time. It shows us that even in death, these people valued their connections with one another. They weren't just tossing bodies into a pit and calling it a day. They were creating a space for their community to thrive, even in the afterlife. It's a testament to the importance of relationships, a theme that transcends time. Because let's face it, we all need people to share our afterlife experiences with. This excavation was a joint mission between Barcelona University and the Institute of the Ancient Near East. And it's opening up a new chapter in our understanding of ancient Egyptian art and religious practices. And speaking of art, The vibrant depictions found in the burial area are nothing short of stunning. We've got local families hanging out with deities and a ceiling painted with the sky goddess Nut. It's like the ancient Egyptians took their funerary art game to a whole new level. Forget stick figures. They were painting masterpieces. These artistic depictions provide a glimpse into the beliefs and values of the Ptolemaic era. They reveal how the ancient Egyptians viewed their world, their gods, and their place in the universe. It's like a time capsule of creativity and spirituality, all wrapped up in a beautifully adorned tomb. Now, let's not forget the sheer audacity of these ancient practices. Can you imagine the conversations among the living as they prepared for a burial? So, what are you putting in the sarcophagus? Just the usual? Or are we going for gold this time? It's a whole new level of competition, and you can bet that if one family had a golden tongue, the others would be scrambling to keep up. Oh, you think you're fancy with your golden tongues? Well, we've got a whole set of golden teeth. As we delve deeper into these discoveries, it's essential to remember that they're not just relics of a bygone era, they're stories waiting to be told. Each mummy, each artifact, holds a piece of history that connects us to a time when the afterlife was just as significant as life itself. The ancient Egyptians were masters of crafting narratives, and now, thanks to modern archaeology, we're piecing together their stories one golden tongue at a time. So, the next time you find yourself pondering the mysteries of the universe, remember the ancient Egyptians and their golden tongues. They remind us that communication is vital, even in the afterlife. And who knows, maybe one day we'll all find our own golden tongues, whether in this life or the next. Until then, let's keep digging, keep discovering, and keep asking those burning questions about life, death, and everything in between. Because in the grand scheme of things, we're all just trying to find our way through this cosmic puzzle, one fascinating fact at a time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and hit subscribe plus notifications for more new fascinating content. Be well, and see you in the next video.